Just think. It's not a building. It's all set. We're trying to. Yes. It's still. Yeah. It's working. Okay, cool. If you will, thank you all for coming. Good to see such a good crowd. Thank you very much. Would you please rise?
We join me in prayer, please. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we just thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight to serve the citizens of this community, Lord. We pray for our council member and mayors that are departing this council, and we pray for the new council and mayor coming in, Lord, that we may make the best decisions for this city. We pray for our loved ones across this world. We pray for our military, Lord, and all they do to keep us safe, Lord. I ask all these things in your name. Amen. Join me in pledge, please. Pledge allegiance.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. See such a crowd here. Consent agenda item, all consent agenda items listed are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no further discussion of these items on council members. Also, unless it's in an event, each item will be removed from the consent agenda item and A, minutes of the April 14, 2025 regular meeting and April 28, 2025 special meeting. Also, tax assessor collector report of March 2025.
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
There's a motion on the floor and second that we approve all consent agenda items. Do I have any questions, please? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's carried. Regular agenda.
Letter A, comments from Mayor Don Albanese.
First of all, I want to thank everybody of the city of Neyland for allowing me to lead this council and be the mayor and councilman for the last 16 years. It was 10 years on the council, and of course, the last 6 was as mayor. I appreciate it very much, and I love my job wholeheartedly. I want to thank our people here in the city that's helped me along, people that we couldn't hardly do without. First of all, our police chief, Chief Porter, and all our policemen, the heck of a job that they have done. Also, fire chief, Chief Martin, who run our fire department like nobody. We spent a little money, we got good fire trucks, we got good equipment, but it's all worth it. If we save or stop one life, it's worth the money. Also, our dispatch, you don't hear a lot about them. They sit in the dark room all day long and take the calls and get them to the scene as quick as possible. Mr. Rob Woods, our city engineer and public works department. He has been over the city for the last several years. Rob sees that all the streets and everything is in good order. We have a lot of, here in Neyland, we've got a lot of gumbo mud, and during the freeze it contracts, and during the summer it untracts. So pull the pipe apart. We had water leaks. We had over 100 leaks last year. We never had to go on off duty without water for them at all. Drainage, animal control, thank Mr. Dwayne Borrell, done a heck of a job on our animal. Gets bit every now and then, but he takes it. Mr. Wheeler on our permits, thank him very much, and he's done a heck of a job on that. Miss Katie Queer in the EDC department has done a lot of things. Our arch, our Boston Avenue, all that thing you see has come from the EDC department. Parks, we have about 9 parks in the city of Neyland. Mr. Toby Loxley has taken over that and have done one heck of a job. We got a real good park with donor balls, swimming pool, ducks, walking paths. We got everything you want, and it's quite busy all the time. Thank you, Toby, wherever you are. I can't say enough for the ladies here in the city hall. I'm here every day, and there's not a question I've asked or anything I've asked for when they don't get it to me on open meeting. Jody, my secretary, has kept my calendar up, tells me when I have to go to luncheons or whatever, meeting, and it's hard to keep up unless you have somebody that's doing that kind of. Thank you very much, Jody, for all you've done. With that, I want to say I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna come, I wanna attend these meetings, I wanna see what it looks like from the other side. And, there is one more person I do wanna recognize. That person has been with me for all these 16 years we've been here. She's been with me for 66 years, actually. So my wife, Peggy, and, got a little bouquet, and it's got 16 roses in it, one for each year I was there. I wanted to get one with 66 roses in it, but on mayor's salary, that's real hard to. So thank you, Peggy. I don't care where I was at, meeting or anything, when I got home, supper was on the table. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
So. The next agenda item, is concerning the 2025 city election. Consider action approving resolution 2025-05, canvassing and declaring the results of the general election held on May 3rd, 2025 for the purpose of electing a mayor and Nederland council members for Ward 2 and Ward 4. Bear with me, this is the first time I've done this in a long time. Do I need to read the resolution caption? Is that what he normally reads? He doesn't read the rest of the resolution. Okay. All right, resolution 2025-05, a resolution by the city council of the city of Nederland, Texas, canvassing the election results and declaring the results of an election held on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. For the purpose of electing a mayor and council members for Ward 2 and Ward 4. The numbers for that election are as follows. Mayor, early voting, Jeff Darby, 946. Emmett Collier, 650. Election day voting, Jeff Darby, 224. Emmett Collier, 185. Provisional ballots, Jeff Darby, 8, Emmett Collier, 2, for a total of Jeff Darby was 1,178, Emmett Collier, 837. Council member Ward 2, Britton Jones, early voting was 1,044 votes, Sylvia Root, 538 votes. Election day, Britton Jones, 249. Sylvia Root, 151. Provisional ballots, Britton Jones, 8. Sylvia Root, 2. Totals, Britton Jones, 1,301. Sylvia Root, 691. And council member Ward 4, Jeff Ortiz, early voting, 1,120. David Galat, 453. For early voting. Election day voting, Jeff Ortiz, 277, David Galat, 118. Provisional ballots, Jeff Ortiz, I'm sorry. Jeff Ortiz, 7. Straight, apologize. David Galat, 3, for a total, Jeff Ortiz, 1,404. David Galat, 574. So we need a motion to approve that resolution.
So moved. Second.
There's a motion on the floor and a second. We approve the resolution for the voting numbers. Do I have any questions, please? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carry.
Item B, 2, recognition of Mayor Albany's council members Sylvia Root and David Todd. We have presentation. Let's start with Mayor. So we have a plaque for the mayor of the city. It reads, presented to Don Albanese for your support to our community 2009 to 2025. So Mr. Mayor Albanese has served initially as a council member from 2009 to 2019 when he was elected.
Appreciate it very much. I do want to recognize our council, they stood behind me so much. It's just a pleasure to be with somebody that knows a lot about what's going on in the city. So thank you guys very much for the time.
So, thank you for your service. He was city council member, Ward 4, from 2022 to 2025. Thank you.
But I want to thank the rest of the members of the council and the citizens who voted for me before, and I appreciate it, and thank you very much.
And Councilmember Ward 2, Sylvia Root, thank you for your service.
I would just like to say it's been an honor and a privilege to serve my community. And I've been very proud to be active with the rest of the council members also. Love this city. Keep going.
Next, we'll have, under the 2025 city election, item B3, swearing in the mayor and council members for wards 2 and 4.
Could my family come up?
Yeah. No.
Anybody who wants to, you don't have to. Where is it? Hey, bro. Oh, bro, you out there? Come on. You got a grandson. I want grandson in the picture. Come up if you want to. By the way, the top Bible was my grandmother, the bottom some of us. I, Jeffrey Paul Darby, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of mayor of the city of Nederland of the state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, protect and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state, the great state of Texas. So help me God. Congratulations. One, two.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going nowhere, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I think I have to sign the name. I want to do that.
I'm gonna change this out.
So, see next we have council member or question.
You solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties
Of the office
of the city of Nederland
of the city of Nederland
Council members, Ward 2 of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
Help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all very much.
And now, Ward 4, Jeff Ortiz.
Jeff Ortiz. Congratulations.
I,
Jeff Ortiz,
Jeff Ortiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office
of the office
of the city of Nederland
of the city of Nederland
of the state of Texas.
of the state of Texas.
I will do the best of my ability
I will do the best of my ability
to
to preserve,
protect
protect, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's get a picture here.
Come on, Mom, you're the one who started all this.
Alexa.
You get over here, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to probably take a few minutes if any others want to come and congratulate the newly sworn in council and mayor. I think that would be proper at this time. So let's take about 5 minutes to do that, if that's okay with everyone. Thank you.
Good seeing you, man.
Asking about this.
He's coming around. We need your brother, put out the news, wants to picture. Yeah. Let me see. We go on. Good luck, John.
But I don't see the door. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the video. I just don't know how to pass the internet. So I'm gonna be able to send me. Thank you. Curtis, thank you.
Wanted to make sure the mayor. Hey there. Hey, Randy.
He just, there he is.
Right there he is.
Okay. He did. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
Skip out.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Watch here.
Okay, now. 10. I was.
At the end of the meeting, I'll actually take y'all's iPads and I'll actually sit you on. Sparkle. Actually. All right. Sure. Yeah. You told us. Yeah.
I'm gonna get one with the name that you set in there. And I don't mind if I have Randy in there too.
Thanks, kids. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. No, I missed all before you get us. Christy married my mom. He wants a picture. Student. Oh, yeah. So, we just for practice. Yes. Sir. Yeah. So I think, like, that's kind of weird. I would really like this. Councilman Timberlake, ready? Yes, absolutely. Councilmember Jones, you ready? Yes. Councilmember Song, you ready? Councilmember Ortiz, you ready? Yes, sir. All right, staff, we all ready? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get back to business. We are at the portion of the agenda where we elect it's a regular agenda 4, letter B, and then small Roman numeral 4. Elect Mayor Pro Tempore in accordance with the city charter. Councilmember Sonia was as the outgoing Mayor Pro Tem. We're gonna rotate Ward 4. Councilmember Ortiz has been a member of the city council for 2 years, so he's not a rookie right now. So I'm going to nominate him for Mayor Pro Tem for the next year. And council, is there any discussion? It doesn't require a second since it's a nomination of the mayor, and it does not require a second, but it is time for discussion, if any.
I'll support that.
All right, all in favor of the nomination, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no? The ayes have it. I will say aye. I'm sorry. Mayor Pro Tem Ortiz, congratulations. Letter 4C, discussion and possible action to approve ordinance number 2025-08, setting the calendar for regular city council meetings from May of 25 to April of 26.
Mayor and council, you should have a copy of the proposed ordinance 2025-08, setting the calendar for the regular city council meetings from May 19th, Sunday, through April of 2026. Ordinance 2025-08 reads: an ordinance of the city council of the city of Nederland, Texas, setting regular dates for city council meetings to be held from May 19th, 2025 to April 27th, 2026. Now therefore be it ordained by the city council, the following dates will be and are hereby regular meeting dates for the meetings of the city council of the city of Nederland, Texas. All of the below regular meetings shall begin at 6 p.m. on each of the following dates. May 19th, 2025. 14th and 20th. 11th and 25th, 2025, September 8th and 22nd, 2025, October 13th and 27th, 2025, November 10th and 17th, 2025, December 8th and 15th, 2025, January 12th and 26th of 2026, February 9th and 23rd of 2026, March 9th and the 23rd of 2026, April 6th and 13th of 2026.
Mayor Council, you've heard the reading of the proposed ordinance. Do I have someone to move it into discussion?
I'll move that we proceed with agenda item C.
Second. We have a motion by Jones and second by Ortiz. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the ordinance as written, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, no? The ayes have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this will mean that all city council meetings will begin at 6 p.m. unless there's a reason we need to change that in the future. As well, we have our city council meetings usually on the second and fourth Mondays of the month. We have to change it to move it to next week because of Memorial Day being the fourth Monday of this month. And we have to change it for November because November 24th is the beginning of Thanksgiving week. So we're moving that from the 24th to the 17th. And for December, it would typically be the 22nd, being the fourth Monday, but because that's the week of Christmas, we're moving it to the 15th. And then April 20th would be April, the first, second and fourth Tuesdays would be, or Mondays would be April 13th and 27th. We're moving one of them to April 6th because the week of April 27th will be early voting for next year's election. So that's why these dates were proposed and approved. Did we vote on the other thing? I know we've had a motion to say, I just explained it. Okay, sorry about that. All right, next agenda item. We are at 4D, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2025-06, authorizing account signatories for the city's textbook investment account.
And City Council have proposed resolution 2025 authorizing the account signatures for the city's investment account. During the special meeting, the City Council resolution removing Christopher Duque and Adam Joan Underwood as the city's investment policy requires that the city's finance director and city manager are authorized investment officers. The resolution is put before you and it states a resolution of the City Council of the City of Nederland, Texas, authorizing account signers for the City of Nederland's taxable investment.
And the meat of it, with instead of reading all the whereases, we're adding the interim city manager as added as authorized. Do I have a motion to get this?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2025-06. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. Thank you very much. And now we are on to the agenda item 4E, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2025-07, adopting and establishing city council policies and procedures for city council meetings.
Mayor and City Council, there's an attached proposed resolution 2025-07 to adopt adopting and establishing city council policies and procedures. The resolution caption states a resolution of the City Council of the City of Nederland, Texas, adopting and establishing policies and procedures for city council meetings.
After discussion with City Attorney Levens this weekend, he recommended a substitute to be introduced in lieu of the one that's in the agenda. And I want to assure the audience and everybody who's watching on social media, it's not any sort of bait and switch. Attorney Levens made it in more of a resolution language. In essence, it says precisely what I had written up, but he says it in a much better way than I wrote and the one that's in your agenda packet. So right now, Mr. Spell, do you have that? Yes, you do. It is on the screen now for those of you here, and Mr. Spell's unable to put it on the social media just yet. So it is on the screens if council members want to take a look at it real quick. This is the one Mr. Levens wrote. Day.
Get the other one.
Good.
It shows regular meetings at 4:30.
Right, yeah, that should be 6 o'clock. That should be 6 o'clock, so if someone, once this is in, on the floor, I will accept an agreement to change that to 6 o'clock. There we go. And there are a few pages to this, aren't there?
This is
Just the resolution. It's the resolution itself. Would you, Mr. Spell, would you, after everyone's done reading the resolution page, would you go to the one that has the meat of it, I guess you could say? Is everyone ready to move on to the meat of this thing?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Spell, could you do that, please? And I will give y'all a moment to read, of course. And when you're ready for Mr. Spell to scroll down, please let him know. Scroll.
Right. So to clarify, we go.
Yes, sir.
So Mayor, on this one here, you have special meetings, and there are 3 members of city council. And your original one states basically any member of the city council.
That should be, you're correct. Yeah, correct. That needs to be,
That one's incorrect.
that needs to be, I will accept an amendment to fix that one as well. You're, thank you, Councilman Sonia.
Can I ask one question, clarification? Are you talking about 1.4?
Yes,
I think that's the language from the charter.
Correct.
okay.
So
So this is for a special meeting. This is a special
Yeah,
meeting.
this is not-
Okay.
You're right. Yes, I was confused.
Okay.
No problem. That's okay. This is to call a special meeting. This is not to get things on the agenda. Need a charter. Thank you, Mr. Levinson. Thank you, Mr. Sunday.
You just had to scroll down. From those. So, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Way to go.
If anybody wants to read it, you can actually go to the city's Facebook page, go to city council, and then go to the agendas, and they should be uploaded on.
Thank you, Mr. Spell. And the gist of this for citizens, y'all can work, you can contact your city council member for your ward. To discuss things that you think should be on the agenda, and even if something that you have is not on the agenda, there will be a way to have public comment every meeting. So you don't have to be on the agenda to have to make public comments. The First Amendment does apply. But it'll be a 3-minute limit. Number 10 is the final thing in this document. I will now accept a motion to put it on the floor. I understand we've got one amendment to do. We have to get the document on the floor. So I will accept a motion to do so. So move. Okay, I heard Randy split second before, ready, so Councilmember Sonia. Yeah, excuse me. Councilmember Ortiz moved and Councilmember Jones second. Now, we have it on the floor. Now is the time for the amendment to the portion we were going to amend. Mr. Spell, would you put it back on the screen again? The one about the, was it 1.3, right? I'll accept an amendment, of course, to change the time. Someone needs to move though, and second. Okay, oh, that was fine. A second. Okay, now, is there any discussion on the amendment? Okay, we're only voting on the amendment right now. Once we amend this document, then we go back to the document as amended. So, is there any discussion on the amendment? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of the amendment to change the time to 6 o'clock, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now, the resolution as amended is on the floor. Is there any discussion?
I had a question. I don't know if I have the most recent copy. I don't have my iPad, so I'm just trying to read what I see up here.
Yep.
The 3-minute limit, does that apply to an individual that is on the agenda, or is that for comments only?
Comments. Can you scroll down a little bit, Mr. Spell, to where it talks about the 3 minutes?
Okay.
Right. However, if they actually have something on the agenda, obviously it is something on an agenda. I'm going to be liberal with the time. I'm not going to cut them off at the 3 minutes, but get the number on there to avoid filibustering. I'm going to be quite lenient on citizens who have an agenda item that is on the agenda through their council member. So I'm not going to cut them off after 3 by any means.
Understood. That was my sole question, was the 3 minutes applied if it was an individual that was on the agenda. So that's all I have.
Yep. Any other questions? Okay, no, Chip.
Joe Shipley, 8765 Holmes Road. My first comment is as to 1.4. If you refer to this rule 1.4, I believe it is. It says how you call a special meeting. This paragraph does not match the city charter. The city charter says that it will be in writing, and the words "in writing" have been left out of this. I don't get internet access in here. So I believe it is section 5 off the top of my head.
We want to get it right. Get it right. Special meetings is 3.09.
That's close to 5.
Yeah. The 3.09 reads, the mayor, the city manager, or 3 members of the city council may call special meeting. The was left out of the city charter, but that's what it really reads. By giving written notice to the city clerk, who shall notify each member of the city council of the time of such meeting and purpose thereof. Only matters mentioned in the call shall be considered. So to match the charter language, we need to add by giving written notice. The word written needs to be between giving and notice.
That was just a clear, I agree that should be.
Okay. I will accept an amendment, a motion on an amendment to insert the word written there to support with the city charter.
Motion to amend you.
Okay, a motion by Sonia, second by Ortiz. Now, this is only on the amendment that we're going to have discussion of. Okay, hearing no discussion.
Thank you, Ms. Shipley, for pointing that out.
All in favor of the amendment by adding the word written between giving and notice, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now, thank you much. Now we're back on the motion as newly amended.
As new, I apologize, as newly amended, my next comment is section 2.2 subset 4. Even this council by your written motion will not have the ability to extend beyond 3 minutes. I would suggest, and I do understand the term of filibustering, and if someone were to beat the horse until it's dead, stiff and decaying. However, I would propose that you all consider adding some language that says a time limit of 3 minutes unless otherwise invited by council, because you've not only limited me to 3 minutes, but you've limited yourself to hearing only 3 minutes of information when you may want to hear more.
Repeat the wording there at the end of 2.24.
Unless otherwise invited by council.
Unless otherwise invited by council. Do we have a motion to that effect, council?
So move.
Ortiz moves. Second. And second by Jones. Okay, now on this amendment, to add the words, and I'm gonna wait for Ms. Underwood to, if she's ready. Do you have that, Ms. Underwood? Could you repeat the words to us, please, Ms. Underwood? Unless otherwise invited by council. Any discussion on this? Hearing none, all in favor of this amendment, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now, back to the motion as recently amended once again. Is there any discussion on, did we vote on? Yes, we voted. Yes. We did not. We did vote. Okay, that's one. A lot of things going around quite a bit here. Yeah. Okay. Back to the motion as thoroughly amended. Do we have any more discussion on that? Okay. Hearing none. All in favor of the motion as thoroughly amended, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No. The ayes have it, and I thank Ms. Shipley for pointing out the errors, and thank Mr. Levins for his hard work in putting this together. Okay. Let's see here. F, 4F, discussion and possible action to approve final payment and release of retainage for the Hill Terrace and Nederland Avenue project.
Mayor and Council, a little bit of history on this project. Public Works Directors here if there's any questions. This goes back to October the 28th of 24 council meeting, a project for hot mix overlay of Hill Terrace Drive, which is Avenue H to Highway 365, and Hilldale Drive North Hill Terrace Loop to Hill Terrace South connection was awarded to the lowest and responsible bidder, Blacksmith Ventures LLC, in the amount of $763,550. The final contract price is $715,445, $715,445, a reduction of $48,105. The project is funded by Community Development Block Grants Street Improvement Project. The city was awarded $4.2 million in the Hurricane Harvey CDBG Disaster Recovery Grant funding through the GLO, General Land Office. The original grant was awarded to address drainage issues in the Hilldale Hill Terrace area and Nederland Avenue between First Street and Fifth Street. The engineering and construction of that drainage project were completed and there were remaining funds in the grant. The GLO approved amendment to the grant to allow the remaining grant funds to be utilized for a street improvement project to include Hill Terrace Drive, Avenue H 365, Hilldale Drive, North Hill Terrace Loop to Hill Terrace South connection. Attached are the Texas GLO Certificate of Construction Completion and the Texas GLO Construction Change Order Request and Pay Application Number 2 for final payment and release of retainage in the amount of $71,544.50 to be paid from grant funds. The grant administrator and public works director recommend approval of final acceptance and release of retainage in the amount of $71,544.50.
Thank you, Mr. Woods. You have anything to say about this?
Yes, sir. Just that we spoke with the GLO office. Limits that we have found, the balance we have left over is not eligible for you. Involved. And we're at the end of it. Upon approval, the grant pay application, the documents for reimbursement.
Thank you. Any other member of council have a question for Mr. Woods? Anyone else? Okay, we need a motion and a second then to get this on the floor.
So
Second, motion by Sonia, second by Ortiz. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Okay. Last I saw you, you were sitting down, so I'm.
If you would look through the attachments, beginning on the second page, page 2 of 2 of the community development revitalization page, there's a signature for both Mr. Woods and a signature for a contractor that seems to have accepted this, this certificate, signed off on the certificate. If you flip over 2 more pages, the next certificate has a completely different signature for Mr. Woods. It is clearly not the same signature. And then 2 more places in this packet, further back, there's a signature for Mr. Woods that looks like signature number 2. Then on the last page where there's a notary for someone else, there is a signature for Mr. Woods that looks like signature 1. So 1 and 4 match, 2 and 3 match, and it just seemed alarming or concerning. Would love an explanation. And then my second question is on that last page where signature 4 is, and the contractor has certified under a notary commission, so they're swearing under oath that they've completed certain things. They did that on May 2nd, but Mr. Woods' signature appears to approve on 4/24 what they didn't do until May 2nd. I don't know how we put the cart before the horse, or if someone can explain that. That was just concerning as well.
I want to make sure I understand which signature you're talking about. I'm taking that this one you're talking. It's signature 1.
Yes, sir. And it seems to slant back towards the left.
And number 2, signature 2 is 2 pages after that.
Yes, sir, and it slants to the right.
And signature 3, as you're numbering them, is 1, 2, 3 pages afterwards.
Yes, sir, and it slants to the right.
Signature 4 is 1 page after that, and it slants to the left.
Yes, sir, and it falls below the notarized signature of the contractor.
Okay, Mr. Woods?
Yes, the documents you're asking, those are my signatures. It's just me turning the sheet. I'm left-handed, so. Those are my signatures in the date of 4/24. I prepared the pay application for the contractor and sent it to sign that we've already talked about. They sent it to me on another invoice type deal.
Okay, so
That final document there was prepared by myself and signed by myself. Yes. Those are my signatures. Yeah.
all 4 of them.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. The one where the contractor says, I, the undersigned contractor, certifies to the best of my contractor's knowledge, information, and belief that the work covered by this application and payment is listed herein. And then he signed it on May 2nd and had it notarized, appears to be conform with the form.
Yeah.
But then you had approved what he gave you on May 2nd, you had approved on April 24th, and I would just caution, and maybe Mr. Lennox would have more information on this topic than I, but I would caution that we approve contracts before they're signed and submitted by the contractor, that may be cart and horse in the wrong order.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Your signature is based on site observation, everything is done, then it's sent to the contractor.
The contractor sent in original invoices was not on the pay application that they have, was not the approved application. And they sent it to us already signed, and I prepared it and sent it back to them for signature. And I signed it when I sent it back.
That was after you were saying everything.
Everything was completed. They completed it earlier on in the latter part of March and did everything, the final cleanup and early April. So everything was completed and finalized well before I signed.
Any other questions on that? Okay, we're now to the vote. All in favor of approving item 4G, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. The ayes have it, so approved. Thank you, Mr. Woods. All right,
I think that was
four F, that was four F, my bad, John, my bad, four F, thank you. Now item 4D. Discussion and possible action to approve the purchase of the computer software applications from GovWell Technologies Incorporated.
Mayor and City Council, at the April 28th City Council special meeting, an item to purchase computer software from GovWell Technologies Incorporated was tabled for future consideration. I looked at the minutes and noticed that it was supposed to be brought back to this agenda. After speaking with the Information Technology Director and the Chief Building Official who had requested the software, they requested that it be tabled since they would like to provide further information and other potential benefits for the use of the software. And it may be brought back to City Council for consideration at a later date. They were tabled at this time.
Under Roberts, this would be a motion to table indefinitely. So I will accept the motion.
Make a motion to table this item indefinitely.
Second. We got a motion. That's from new plan to table this item indefinitely. Clearly, that means we don't know when we will bring it back. If we bring it back, it does have to be fixed. We'd have to bring it back some time to fix it. Dispose of. Okay, we have a motion and second to table indefinitely item 4D. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Item 4G is tabled indefinitely. Okay, item 5, executive session. The City Council will announce that it will go into executive session pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to discuss matters as specifically listed on the agenda or as authorized by law. Personnel, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551.074, discuss personnel, appointment and employment of city manager, discuss personnel, interim city manager. Deliberations about real property, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551.072, 1308 Boston Avenue, 200 block of North 13th Street, 20 by 100 foot alley adjacent to 1023 Helena. And Mr. Levins advised me before the meeting that 2007 Avenue B should not be on the deliberations about real property at this moment. Wrong second. Okay, so those are the items that we're going to be in executive session on, and I have no idea how long it's going to take.
And so, Mayor, in the consultation with the attorney as well.
I'm sorry, sir.
The consultation with the attorney also separate item.
There it is. Thank you. Consultation with city attorney, Texas Government Code, chapter 551.1 regarding legal matters pending, I guess that should be or is contemplated litigation, a settlement offer, or on matters in which the duty of the attorney to the governmental body under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. Okay, as I was saying a second ago, I have no idea how all this is going to take. It's going to take what it takes, and we will be back reconvene into the public session whenever we're done. So thank you, and if you want to stay here, you're more than welcome. It is 8:06 and we are reconvening from executive session. Item number 7, discussion and possible action arising out of or related to executive session regarding interim city manager.
Mayor, in this case here, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do on some verbiage when the original motion was made a couple weeks ago. So I want to clarify and make a motion that Cheryl is shown as a full-time employee with the benefits of the city manager. When we made everything in place, it was not clarified, it was not clear, so we want to clear that up, so I'll make it a formal motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Sonia, second by Jones. Any discussion? Nope. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Ayes have it. Discussion and possible action arising out of or related to executive session regarding the real property located at 1308 Boston Avenue.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion that we counter the offer for the contract on 1308 Boston Avenue with Heritage Express Car Wash LLC. The amount offered was $580,000. So I'd like to, with review by our legal counsel for the.
And we have a second, motion by Dupont, second by Ortiz. Any discussion? Hearing nothing, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no, the ayes have it. And discussion of possible action arising out of or related to executive session regarding the real property located in the 200th block of North 13th Street. Or anything, it's the executive session on that one?
That was to make a motion to extend this.
Yeah, this is.
30 days.
Right, there were title objections, so response was today. So the city needs to either accept the property, the issues, or extend it to an amendment, or terminate.
Make the motion to extend it for another 30 days.
A second.
What clarification? Yes, sir. And if the extension is not agreed to, would there go and terminate?
It's not the only option then. Determine that time. With the termination clause.
Motion by Sonia and second, yes, by Dupont. Okay, any discussions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. Ayes have it. Number 10, discussion and possible action to approve the engagement of counsel for legal representation related to the arbitration with former city manager Chris Duque.
I move that we engage the firm of Germer PLLC for the engagement of counsel for legal representation related to the arbitration with former city manager Christopher Duke.
Second. By Jones, second by Ortiz to engage Germer PLLC. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Okay. That's what quick enough. What other firms were contemplated, if that can be disclosed?
Calvert, Clark, Stella.
Just those two?
Yes.
Yes, that's.
Oh.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Ayes have it. I will offer public comment. It's not on the rules yet, but I'll simply just pass them, be effective at the end of the meeting. Hearing nothing, it is now 8:10. I declare the meeting adjourned.